Hi, welcome to ExamPadi. Our topic today is local government administration. In this lesson, we will 1. Explain the meaning of local governments. 2. Analyze the reasons for the creation of local governments. And 3. Enumerate the functions performed by local governments and the various kinds of local governments. Every country in the world has some form of local government, although the extent of its influence can vary significantly. How would you describe the local government? Local government is a generic term for a sovereign state's lowest governance or public administration tiers. It may be defined as a government established through an act at the local level to deal with specific matters affecting them. Under the 1963 Republican Constitution, local government authorities were created mainly to deal with issues of local concern, such as markets, roads, motor parks, and so on. Local government creation involves local participation in the country's affairs and bringing them into politics at the grassroots level. Local governments are created through a document called instruments. They are made like corporate bodies because they have legal existence, which means they can sue and be sued. What are the reasons for the creation of local governments? The essence of local government creation is to involve local participation in the country's affairs from the grassroots. Some of these reasons for creation include: number 1, local governments are created so grassroots members will be part of the government. Number 2, one of the reasons for the creation of local governments is to create employment, and job opportunities are provided at the local level. Number 3, it allows local people to participate in their country's politics. Number 4, creating local governments provides an avenue for even development for all parts of the country. Number 5, the interests of the local people differ, and the creation of local government is seen as one way to cater to these interests. Number 6, creating local governments promotes good governance, transparency, and accountability. Let's identify the functions of local governments. The functions of the local government cannot be overemphasized. They make basic amenities accessible to citizens across the country. Their functions include the following. Number 1, one of the functions of the local government is to construct boreholes and wells for the people. Number 2, local governments provide and maintain centers like amusement parks for recreation. Number 3, they name streets, roads, and house numbers. Number 4, local governments establish and maintain slaughterhouses, markets, and motor parks. Number 5, they provide healthcare centers such as maternity centers and dispensaries at the grassroots. Number 6, they make bylaws for the maintenance of law and order. Number 7, local governments provide and maintain primary, adult, and vocational education. And number 8, they promote economic and community development. Let's look at the various kinds of local governments. Local government institutions vary significantly between countries. Country-specific terminology often varies even when similar arrangements exist. Examples include: number 1, the French local government. In 1972, the Parliament approved a set of regional reforms rejected in 1969. This law grouped the 96 departments in France into 22 regions. The French local government system is divided into 3 main units known as région, département, and communes. Number 1, régions. These include the 21 metropolitan regions of mainland France and the 5 overseas regions. They have gradually come to play a more significant part in the administrative and political life of the country. Number 2, département. There are 101 departments in France, each run by the General Council. which is responsible for all the main departmental services: welfare, health, administration, and departmental employment. Number 3, communes. The basic unit of local government is the commune, governed by a municipal council and presided over by a mayor. Another example is the British local government. In Britain, there are 1 or 2 levels of local governments called local authorities. There are 5 main types of local authorities: London Borough Council, 2-tier county and district councils, metropolitan district councils, and unitary authorities. Let's discuss them in detail. Number 1, county councils. There are 21 county councils in 2-tier areas providing services such as education, social services, and waste disposal. Number 2, district councils. In 2-tier areas, a non-metropolitan county council and 2 or more non-metropolitan district councils share responsibility for services. Number 3, unitary authorities. There are 62 unitary authorities. They provide all local government services in their areas. Number 4, metropolitan districts. There are 36 metropolitan district councils, which cover 6 large urban areas. And number 5, London boroughs. There are 32 London boroughs. They provide nearly all the services in their area. The last example is the Nigerian system local government areas, known as LGAs. LGAs are the smallest administrative units in Nigeria, similar to municipalities in France or district councils in Britain. There is a ministry or bureau of local government and chieftaincy affairs in each state, charged with the responsibility of administration at that level. Nigeria has a total of 774 local government areas. In Nigeria, the states and local governments are enshrined in the Constitution and provided for by legislation in each state. The relevant ministry in each state is responsible for local government, which comprises 768 local government authorities and 6 aerial councils, all 774 of which are single tier. Scheduling of local government elections varies from state to state. The local government authorities are responsible for collecting license fees. All collected revenue is held in a federal account before it is distributed among the 3 spheres of government, which are the federal, state, and local governments. The local authorities deliver public health, preschool, primary and adult education, town planning, waste disposal, local transport, and roads. We have come to the end of today's lesson. Here are a few tasks to keep you engaged upon the conclusion of this lesson. Number 1, define local governments. Number 2, provide the number of local governments that we have in Nigeria. Number 3, highlight 3 functions of local governments. And number 4, summarize the various local governments as discussed in this lesson. Thank you for learning about local government administration with me. I'll see you in our next lesson. Bye for now.